Today, as I watch my little princess, Maureen Beanie Pischetti Head, as I used to call her, marry a wonderful man, I think back of her childhood and personality traits. Many qualities stand out, and I'm sure you've seen this one: her innate determination to succeed. She has truly inspired me with her perseverance, whether it be as a young gymnast, or cheerleading captain, or completing the Chicago Marathon. No small feat. Another core quality, and she inherited this from her mother, is her deep love of friends. Do you know anyone with more loyal friends? There is an army of high school girls here. And Merrimack crowd, and work. I try to keep track, I'm exhausted. I can't remember everyone's name half the time. She has 25 best friends. I marvel at their closeness and love for one another. They stick together and have each other's back. Maureen, Mom and I are so proud of you. You have grown into a beautiful woman, both inside and out. You are smart, independent, and fearless. Your compassion for others radiates from you, and your passion for life is infectious. And that's why so many gravitate to you, and no doubt why Greg fell in love with you.
Dear Greg, I feel overwhelmingly lucky and proud to be standing beside you today. I'm still not sure what I did to deserve you, but I'm so grateful for it. After our first date, I remember hoping that this would be my last first date ever, and it was. Even after our date to Playwright, so you could watch The Bachelor, or when you told me you were going to go see Vanessa Carlton and Michelle Branch in 2 separate concerts, I knew I wanted to be with you. I know this list will continue to grow over the years, but to start, thank you for being my favorite person on the planet. Thank you for being the best dog dad to Sully and waking up early to take care of him so I can sleep. I swear I will return the favor one of these days. Thank you for watching almost every Bravo show with me, even when you could be and want to be watching something different. In return, I promise to encourage you, to laugh with you, and to comfort your non-emotional self in times of struggle. I promise to always love you in good times and in bad, when life is easy and when it's hard, when our love is simple and when it is an effort. I promise that our next house will have 2+ bathrooms, but until then, we'll cherish the little space we have. Even when we do have a house, I promise to never be far away from you. You make me want to become a better person, and I love you for that. You've taught me that 2 people joined together with respect, trust, and an open line of communication can be far stronger and happier than each could ever be alone. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you and for what's to come. Life is so much better with you in it. Let's finally do this thing. Love, Maureen.
To my soon-to-be wife, Maureen. As you are reading this, I hope you'll be just as excited as I am. Since we met, it has been the best 2 years of my life. I know I don't often or ever say it, but I love you so much, and you have made such a difference in my life. I love how I can just completely be myself around you, and I don't need to change a thing about me to make you happy. I love how you can walk into any room and immediately make me smile with anyone else lucky enough to be there. Your personality is contagious, and you light up every room you walk into. I think I always wish I had that ability. Seeing you with Jack, Ellie, and Connor, I already know how lucky I am to have you as the mother of my future children. Most of all, I just love how much fun we can have doing anything on any night. Doesn't matter if things are going great or if we are having a rough patch, we are always there to support each other. That gives me all the confidence in the world to marry you, and that's why I got down on one knee 2 years ago. I truly enjoy every minute I spend with you and can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Just know that when you walk through those double doors today, whether I show it or not, I will be the luckiest person on the planet and be the one waiting for you at the altar. Who would have thought the girl who once refused to talk to me at Hennessy's would end up being my wife? But like someone very special told me, everything happens for a reason. I think we needed that. Now you can get your gorgeous self together, throw on the stunning dress I've heard so much about, and hurry up to the church so we can make it official. From your soon-to-be husband, Greg.
Standing in silence, the stars lean in. In my chest I can feel this is where we begin. Take me back to the days when we were kids, reaching for something just beyond our fingertips. Fill my head with every line of poetry, the way you look at me, when you look at me. You're bringing heaven down to earth, a symphony in every word, yeah. You're bringing heaven down to earth, bringing me everything, bringing me everything.
I usually think that, Maureen is like the lucky one in this relationship, but tonight it might be Greg. I don't know. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Allie, and I am one of Maureen's best friends. I'm truly honored to be here tonight. But if you look around the room tonight, just like Mr. Rooney mentioned, there's so many people here that consider themselves to be one of Maureen's closest friends. She is just so vibrant. She lights up every room. She has the most positive, carefree attitude, and she's the life of the party. I have more stories about Maureen that I could count, but I obviously, majority of them I can't tell you with a microphone in my hand. So come find me on the dance floor later and I will tell you all about them. But Mr. and Mrs. Rooney, whenever Maureen said that she was staying at my house, she was not. But as much as I love Maureen, I really love Greg, and I love them together. When I first met Greg, Maureen pulled me aside, as most friends do when you meet, their significant other, and she said, "What do you think?" And I was just like such at a loss for words. Like, I had never seen her so happy. I had never seen her so herself around someone, that all I could say was, "He's so Maureen." But she knew exactly what I meant. She was like, "Thank you, I know." And it's true. You guys are so fantastic together. You're in sync. You're in lockstep on issues big and small. You're the perfect couple, and I'm so happy that we're here tonight getting to celebrate you.
Hi, for those I haven't met, I'm Matt, the oldest of the Burke triplets. When people first learn that we're triplets, they're always shocked. They say, "But Matt, you're so smart, handsome, and have a full head of hair. How can you be their brother?" Growing up, Greg had a little trouble finding his way. Stuck behind the shadow of our brother Nick, the acclaimed Rhodes Scholar and three-point champion, Greg had to figure out a way to stand out. It was at this time that he developed the alter ego famously known as Birdman. As a Renaissance man of sorts, the Birdman likes to challenge society's established gender rules. After a long day at the office, Greg doesn't come home, sit down on the couch, crack a beer, and watch the game, but instead, he draws himself a warm bath, pours a cold glass of sangria, and puts on some Kylie Rae Jepsen. As you can imagine, I became extremely worried about the path that the Birdman was taking Greg down. But thankfully, he was saved by Maureen. Maureen is the perfect balance to Greg and happily embraces all of his weird quirks and habits. She is kind, compassionate, and as she likes to say, it's no much fun. In all seriousness, even though Greg may not be my actual brother, he certainly feels like a brother to me. I am beyond honored to be his co-best man, and I'm so happy to celebrate the love of two of my best friends.
Growing up together was great. Our days revolved around sports from the second we could walk, and we always had someone to play with, watch sports with, play video games with, and the constant competition made us better at everything except academics. Although no Einstein himself, I will say Greg had me by a wide margin there. I'll never say it out loud, but it was truly great having him around all the time. There were also, this is a tough transition, there were also rumors going around that he was a serial killer for a little bit. Full disclosure, these rumors still haven't been debunked. If you saw the way Greg ate one of the giant pretzels, you would start to question him too. So in the entire cafeteria, he would slowly rip the outer shell off, piece by piece. He then crumpled up the bread inside into a giant ball, and he shoved the whole thing into his mouth. Greg's looks, combined with his serial killer tendencies, didn't help him in the girl department. There is no documented evidence of him speaking with any girl during the 4 years of high school. But we will give him the benefit of the doubt since social media didn't exist back then. Anyway, 4 years ago, everything changed. I heard the big news that Bird was dating Maureen, and I couldn't have been happier. I may have even shed a tear that day. I knew Maureen a little bit prior and thought instantly they would be perfect for each other. Maureen had a fun-going, laid-back personality and is perfectly equipped to handle the Birdman. I think Greg and Maureen would love for everyone to have some fun and some drinks tonight, so raise your glass to a toast. And after almost 34 exhausting years, thank you, Maureen, for leaving my duties.